Ice Cube in his song No Vaseline, he shouted you out.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Willie D told me to let a hoe be a hoe, so, which was referencing your Ghetto Boy song, Let a Hoe Be a Hoe.
Mm-hmm. Can't believe we never talked about this yet, man, with all the conversations we've had. I can't believe we never covered this before, but go ahead.
Right. Now, you and Ice Cube, you guys have done music together.
Yeah.
There was one song that I found. Were there other songs?
No, we've only done that song. That
okay.
The Play With Your Mama song on my Play With Your Mama album, 92.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you look at all the diss records that have come out in hip hop, you know, like recently when the whole MGK Eminem thing came out and people were saying that the MGK song was one of the best diss records ever, Ice Cube started chiming in and said, nah, No Vaseline, that's the best diss record ever. You know, and of course this is his own diss record, so he's going to feel that way.
Of course.
You know, as someone who's been mentioned, yeah, as he should. Now, as someone who's been mentioned on one of the greatest diss records ever, do you feel that No Vaseline is the greatest diss record ever?
I don't know if it's the greatest diss record, but I know it's debatable. You know, like that's a badass song. Like, you know, like he didn't waste any lines. Same thing with the Machine Gun Kelly song. He didn't waste any lines. I mean, it was no wiggle room whatsoever. He covered everything, and you know, some of the best diss records, disrespectful records, are the records that when you include information that the public don't know about. When you put that kind of information out there, if you can let us, okay, yeah, you know, you called him fat, but that's obvious, you know. Okay, he's ugly, okay, that's obvious, you know, whatever, you know, but if you say, yeah, let's talk about the time you sleeping on my couch and I beg you beg my gal to sleep, you know what I'm saying? You know, that kind of thing. When you start going in like that and you start speaking on personal stuff like, all that kind of stuff, and when you get personal with it, that's what, to me, and you can articulate the message, because just because you make a diss song don't mean it's jamming, you know. It's the music, it's the hook, you know, it's the cadence, you know, it's the subject matter, you know, it's how deep you going in there, you know, it's how personal it is. And it's also, the most important aspect is how disrespectful it is.
Right. Because in my personal opinion, you know, you're obviously talking about the song. Tupac's Hit 'Em Up, I feel is the greatest diss record, just because it was so emotionally charged.
Yeah.
Like Pac just sounded so angry
yeah.
during this song, and the way he articulated that. And when you talk about like, that's why I fucked your bitch, you know, regardless of whether it was true or not.
Yeah, that was very personal. In fact, when I heard, that was the line that I heard, and I said, somebody finna get killed, you know? Cause like, we don't like, you know, where I'm from, you know, somebody gotta get killed, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really ain't no coming back for something like that, you know? I know that today, you know, a lot of these dudes, they play the game differently, and some of them like to die, you know, some of them wanna die, you know, like, I guess, you know, they excited about dying. So they say some of the things that they say, it's like, damn, you know, he said that, and then it's like, well, you said it about, you know, it's like, in my mind, it's like, certain things that you say, I feel like, you know, you wishing death upon yourself, you know. I think it's really, really bad karma. And if you go there, I think you really need to be prepared for the consequence. Some dudes diss people and then they get jammed up and they like, and everybody's shocked and like, well, look what he did. Look what he said. You know, what did you expect was going to happen? Now, I know that there's a lot of dudes out here that's really not about that. They really just, you know, they just really good rappers, you know? But, you know, there are some people that if you say certain things about, they're not gonna let it slide. So you just have to be prepared to make sure that you have your insurance paid. You know who's going to get your favorite bomber jacket, your your Timbs, who you leaving the car to, you know, who gets the jewelry, you know, get a kid some instructions because you never know when it's gonna go down.